The Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
We've got the main man in the studio. We need to talk MAFS. Geez, it was an explosive dinner party last night.
Not a great night for Dan. Not a great night at all.
The old butt dial come into play. And Evelyn, unfortunately, Rupert's phone went off. Evelyn, he rang Evelyn without him knowing. The boys are out with it, having a few drinks. Hugo got busted talking about his partner really badly.
Don't do that.
And Evelyn had to tell everyone what Hugo was saying.
You said you couldn't stand her and you called her a see you next Tuesday.
What does that spell?
One man who was very quiet at the end of the table was Harrison, and he joins us now. Harrison, welcome.
Good morning, guys.
I don't even know where to start here, Harrison. I mean, last night you were a little bit foolish, I thought, when you were chipping in, trying to help Dan out, because I was seeing him drown.
Dan was digging himself a hole with an excavator.
It was extraordinary.
I was just trying to put a bit of the sand back in the hole.
He just kept repeating himself. He had a couple of catchphrases, and unfortunately everybody could see straight through him.
My favourite was, I see you, I hear you, I feel you.
Yes, my wife screamed at the TV.
That's deep, wasn't it?
Shut up!
No, look, Dan is actually a good guy. He's one of my closest mates.
Really?
So of course I was going to stick up for him.
Of course, two dogs together. Two dogs stick together, don't they? Hey, so can you just confirm that? No.
Well, they obviously do, yeah.
Oh, leave us out of this.
Were you
Shots fired.
Were you at the boys' night out? Did you go to that and have a few drinks? Were you there that night? Because
I've actually got Josh from the show ringing me. Can I answer a call?
Oh, yeah.
What do you got, Josh?
Mate, I'm actually on air with Fitzy and Wippa. What are you doing?
Oh, just saying good day.
Oh, Josh,
Big dog.
Tell Josh
Big dog's rung through.
we loved him on the
We
show.
love Josh.
Oh, they loved you on the show, mate.
Mate, I love Fitzy Wippa. I'll let you go.
All
right, buddy.
Has he found love
I'll
yet?
call you later.
No. Yeah. See you, Josh. You know what?
He's a gentleman.
He was a gentleman.
He's a gentleman.
So were you at the boys' night out?
He's a bit of a dog in real life. He's
Bit of a weapon, is he?
not all of it seems. He's not the straight up and down vanilla that they tried to paint him on the show. He's actually like a little bit of a bad boy. At
Okay.
heart.
No,
He's
we
not
like
just-
Josh.
He's not just novelty pajamas.
We're still trying to work you out. This is what we're trying to work out, though, because
I'm an enigma. You'll never work me out. mate.
Oh, right, okay.
Can I ask one quick question, which has got nothing to do with the show?
Whip's got that look in his eye,
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
like a dog with a bone in it.
Is that tan real?
This tan? No. This is actually tequila and bad decisions. Just compiles my skin tone.
Is that like spray on, or is that out of a can?
No, I actually wake up much darker and it fades through the day.
Oh, my gosh, you are an enigma.
What's going
What a question is that? Is that fake? Who fake tans?
Lots of people.
Mate, I live by the beach.
Look
This is
at you.
legit. And I work outside. I'm a tradie.
My
It's like,
God.
I know. You can't even tell where the shirt starts and I begin, can you?
Hot guns.
We need to talk about your relationship with Bronte.
Stop buttering me up over there.
This is good.
We knew
I'm
that
very
it was
susceptible
doomed.
to flirting.
It was
Whip.
doomed from the start, right? You guys aren't into each other. Did you want to leave this experiment very early?
Yeah, I tried to leave week one.
So what are you told? Like, we need you to stick around because you are. Even though you're controversial, you are the show, and that's what they need on this show.
Well,
so how do they get you over the line to stick around?
As much as people hate to admit it, if I wasn't on the show, it would be a very boring season, right?
Whoa.
I've definitely come in as the lightning rod for this season. I think I've got a big personality and I'm quite controversial and outspoken, which is a good dynamic for the MAFS franchise. But
Definitely.
I think I definitely wanted to leave week one. I didn't buy the whole thing from the wedding. I didn't know why she was, Bronte was dragging it out as much as she was. And I just didn't. I think that there's a lot of stuff that isn't shown on TV that people think that I'm gaslighting her and stuff like that. There's so much that didn't get shown where I just didn't trust her.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go home. And then there was other times through the experiment I also wanted to leave. But, I was basically told that if you leave, we don't have a show. Yeah. It's just going to be the other cast members and there'll be no one in there to sort of create that friction, which
drama.
is essentially what we need, yeah.
Do you get lured with more money to stay?
No, just bottles and bottles of fake tan and tequila. Keep me there.
What about this though? Because do you know what blows my mind? I was reading
I drank the fake tan and put the tequila on.
It's worked really well.
Yeah.
Should see his insides.
Now I have a nuclear glow.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you
God!
do. It looks amazing.
What about yesterday? I was looking at these screenshots in an article, of text messages back and forth between Dan and Sandy. And Sandy's language shocked me, to be honest with you. But at the same time, Dan was...
Sandy called him a dumb...
see you next Tuesday.
The thing is, like, there's so much of Sandy's behaviour that doesn't get shown. Like,
I was shocked when I read
If you
that.
actually watch the show this year, and I think I can say this broadly now, the women are 100% being protected by the edit. There is so much of Bronte's behaviour we don't see. So much of Claire's behaviour we don't see. So much of Sandy's behaviour that we don't see.
What, as bad as the boys?
Lyndall's behaviour that we don't see.
Come on,
who
but
else?
Dan's comment to Sandy on the couch. If you spend as much time in the gym as if I spent as much time, have you got it there, Jess? Let's play.
Sandy, if I spent that much time at the gym as what you do on this couch, I'd be absolutely shredded and ripped to no end. I'm out running, I'm out hiking, I'm out in the water, I'm in the ocean, because I'm in beast mode then.
Beast mode.
How good's beast mode?
I mean,
It's good to have a catchphrase, isn't it?
Yeah, but what blows me away in that text exchange with Sandy and Dan was Dan saying, I can't believe I'm on this show, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm better than this show, whatever it read. How did he not expect this?
Well,
Anybody
that's
watching...
what I was just asking if we have some time, because I kind of wanted to stick around and go into this in a bit more depth.
I wanted to.
Sandy and Dan, the thing that isn't shown is there is a lot of behaviour that Sandy was doing that Dan didn't think was compatible with him, right? And that's not really shown. Like, they don't show Sandy sleeping until midday while Dan's out going for a run, going to the gym. I had breakfast with him nearly every day as well. Like, we would catch up in the mornings because I'm up early naturally. I'm a tradie. He likes to get up before sunrise. Like, he's a very active guy. I'm a very active guy. We would go and hang out. And then
But he's not hanging out with her at all, though.
She wasn't awake.
She's in bed.
She's not awake.
But in the afternoon, you can go and do stuff. He made a decision very early that he wasn't even going to try.
When you see them doing stuff, that's when all the filming happened.
He's off
So
her
he
because
was.
he thinks she's a slob.
He was gaslighting her. It wasn't very good to watch. There may be moments.
Dan
Catchphrase.
tried 100 different ways to say, I'm not that into you. We aren't compatible. Here's why.
So
she didn't want to hear it, and then it gets to the part where it blows up, and that's when the cameras start rolling.
So did he tell producers that he wanted out early, and they made him stick around as well?
I was there for conversations with production and Dan.
Yep.
I overheard the conversations. And he was very loud and clear about the fact that
He wanted out.
Why am I here? Why am I here? I've been matched with someone that I don't think I'm compatible with.
Shock.
I can't see a long-term relationship with. Why am I here?
Yeah.
And they basically just tell you save it for the commitment ceremonies.
It's
That's
a
when you
TV
make
show,
the decision.
Dan. Like, if you think the butt or pocket dial was real, give me a break,
Yeah,
guys. They needed drama. This is TV. This is for entertainment.
Well, we just
around, Tommy?
we get told to keep it for the commitment ceremony. It's not like a regular relationship where you can just turn off your phone and move out
and move to Vegas.
Yeah, it's like you have to wait a week before you can face the experts, then go through what your issues are, and then you make your decision.
All right, stick around. Can you stick around?
I can.
Yeah. We got some really bad edits. We had some beauties with Dion last year. There was one with Hugo
I like
last.
Dion.
Nice bloke.
There was one with Hugo last night that was just a belter. We'll play that for you next. Harrison stuck around with us. We're talking Married at First Sight. There's a couple of doozies. In regards to the edit, I mean, our favourite parts of Married at First Sight is when they actually meld the two conversations together. One of our favourites of all time was Dion last year.
No matter what happens tonight, I think it's important for me to let Carolina know how I'm feeling.
This was Hugo last night. Have a listen to the different in audio with this one. Have a listen to Hugo.
Look, what I said was out of order about wanting any other wife for this experiment.
Isn't it awesome?
Well, how can you compare Hugo to Dion?
Hey, can you do me a favour? Can you try and put a bit of gloss, a bit of shine on this? Out of the couples that are in there at the moment, who do you think is truly in love? Is anybody truly in love?
Tanya and Ollie are truly in love.
Tanya and Ollie.
They actually just moved in together.
Did they? That's great news.
Alyssa and Duncan?
Yeah, I believe at this stage in the experiment, they're truly in love.
You and
Or
Evelyn?
getting there. Good one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you caught up with her lately? Have you seen her?
That's the other thing.
What?
Great bringing that up. When you see her walk in, I already knew who she was. Like the whole group knew who the intruders were.
Because she's a socialite, isn't she? She is.
Yeah, exactly. And then so I'd already seen photos. Like Bronte had told me about her, so I knew who she was. She walked in. I was like, okay, time to go and introduce myself.
Yeah. But you already knew her.
All the other guys rushed up off the couch, but everyone's just like focusing on. I sat back and got up slowly. Apparently I was smitten with her.
You were all over her.
Hey,
like a rash. Yeah.
There was another article written. You at the dinner table.
I love articles written.
And you
It's
talking
on the internet, so it must be true.
You talking into your microphone.
Yeah.
People think that when something happens at the dinner table, you will talk to producers and go, well, this has been said, this could be a good angle for you to go down. Do you help the producers out that way?
I was going, camera 1 to position 2, please.
Yep, thank you very much.
Thanks, close up.
Roll on that, guys.
No, it's unfortunate that you see it because it does look. It makes the show look fake, but in reality, we are all mic'd up. That's how you get the audio, and we often will say to producers like, "I need a bathroom break," and so what they do is they'll turn the cameras off of you so that you can leave, and they've got continuity issues with that. So that you have to notify them that you want to get up from the table and leave to go to the bathroom. It's not. The one thing I really want to get across to people is the show is not scripted. I've never heard of a script being written. I've never seen a script. I've never heard of anyone reading off a script. Some scenes are produced, and what I mean by that is they will be set up. The conversation will happen real. It's a real conversation between two people, but they had to set a situation up for it to make sense to the storyline. So, but that is how reality TV works. Like I watch reality TV now. Like I watch The Block. Yeah. Do you really think Scotty Cam just walks in and starts having a conversation with someone?
Mate, don't reveal everything, Harrison.
I do. They get mic'd up for those conversations, so you get audio above and beyond all of the. There's guys put tools down outside so it doesn't mess with the mics. Like there's a whole thing when you watch reality TV now.
Like
for me anyway, because I've seen it how it works. I'm like, okay, that scene was set up for this, for that storyline, blah blah blah. It's just produced. So it's not scripted. It's not fake.
Before you go, you've wanted to go from day one. You've stuck around. They've urged you because you are the drama. Okay, so there's only a few weeks left. We've worked it out. There's about 3 weeks left.
I think there's more than that. We're
3 or 4 weeks
episodes, and we're up to 20.
Okay.
So about halfway.
Are you in more trouble? Because there's a promo coming up on Sunday about you're firing up again. Do you get into fights? Does it get worse, or are you confident with how you end the show?
I've watched that promo.
There's not much to it.
I'll give you the scoop. What it's about.
Exclusive.
Melinda and Leighton were coming to the couch every week with a very similar story, and the experts were actually calling them out, going like, you guys just come in, it's the same issue every week. Why is it not moving forward? And I made a similar comment, like off to the side to Lyndall. Actually, we were having a conversation. I was like, "Man, they come here every week with the same story. Like, it's I just don't buy this relationship."
Yeah.
And then John puts me completely on the spot and says, like, Harrison, what do you think? I'm like, I don't want to get getting involved. And he's like, that's exactly why you're here. I was like, great. Okay. Well, I think that they're just treading water. These two people, like they move the relationship along, and that's the start of a real feud between me and Melinda.
All right.
The thing is that I always wanted to stress was like, Melinda was the most outspoken person against me, and then when I have something to say, it's a big cry. So it's like don't light the fire if you can't handle the smoke.
Not going to end up happy families.
Okay, there's your
Good luck with you and Evelyn too, mate. Good luck with everything.
Thanks, Whip. I really thought we had a thing going on. Now you've slapped me with it.
Earlier on, then I found out you'd met her.
No, Married at First Sight. It continues Sunday night, 7 o'clock on Channel 9. Thanks for coming in, mate.
All right. Thanks, Harrison.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.